Here are some intermediate level English words with their meanings and example sentences. 1. Abundant, present in large quantities, plentiful. Example, there was an abundant supply of fresh fruits at the market. 2. Bewilder, to confuse or puzzle someone. Example, the complicated instructions bewildered the students. 3. Candid, honest and straightforward. Example, she gave a candid response about her feelings. 4. Diligent, showing care and effort in work or duties. Example, he is a diligent student who always completes his assignments on time. 5. Eloquent, fluent and persuasive in speaking or writing. Example, the politician delivered an eloquent speech that moved the audience. 6. Fragile, easily broken or damaged. Example, be careful with that glass vase, it's very fragile. 7. Genuine, real, authentic, or sincere. Example, she gave me a genuine smile of appreciation. 8. Hesitate, to pause before doing something due to uncertainty. Example, he hesitated before answering the difficult question. 9. Indicate, to show or point out. Example, the map indicates the location of the nearest gas station. 10. Jovial, cheerful, and friendly. Example, his jovial personality makes him popular at parties. 11. Knack, a special skill or ability to do something easily. Example, she has a knack for solving complex puzzles. 12. Linger, to stay longer than necessary. Example, they lingered at the cafe, enjoying their coffee and conversation. 13. Modest, humble, or not boastful. Example, despite his success, he remains modest and down to earth. 14. Notorious, famous for something bad. Example, the city is notorious for its heavy traffic. 15. Obsolete, no longer in use or outdated. Example, CDs have become obsolete due to online streaming services. 16. Prudent, wise and careful in making decisions. Example, it's prudent to save money for emergencies. 17. Reluctant, unwilling, or hesitant. Example, she was reluctant to try the new dish at the restaurant. 18. Sincere, genuine, and truthful. Example, his apology was sincere and heartfelt. 19. Timid, shy, or lacking confidence. Example, the timid child hid behind his mother when meeting new people. 20. Vivid, producing strong, clear images in the mind. Example, the novel's description of the scenery was so vivid that I felt like I was there. 21. Adore, to love and respect deeply. Example, she adores her little brother and always takes care of him. 22. Brisk, quick, energetic, and active. Example, we took a brisk walk in the park to enjoy the fresh air. 23. Compassion, sympathy, and concern for the suffering of others. Example, she showed great compassion by helping the homeless man. 24. Deceive, to mislead or trick someone. Example, he tried to deceive his parents by lying about his grades. 25. Eager, very excited or enthusiastic. Example, the kids were eager to open their Christmas presents. 26. Flourish, to grow or develop successfully. Example, her business began to flourish after a year of hard work. 27. Grumble, to complain in a quiet but annoyed way. Example, he grumbled about the long wait at the restaurant. 28. Humble, not proud or arrogant. Example, despite his achievements, he remains humble. 29. Imitate, to copy someone or something. Example, the little boy likes to imitate his father's actions. 30. Jumble, a confused mixture of things. Example, his desk was a jumble of papers and books. 31. Kindle, to start a fire or spark an emotion. Example, her speech kindled hope in the hearts of the audience. 32. Legible, clear enough to read. Example, his handwriting is so neat and legible. 33. Murmur, to speak in a quiet and unclear way. Example, she murmured something under her breath. 34. Neglect, to fail to take care of something properly. Example, the old house was neglected for years. 35. Obedient, willing to follow rules or commands. Example, the dog is very obedient and follows all commands. 36. Ponder to think deeply about something. Example, she pondered over the difficult decision for hours. 37. Quaint, attractively old-fashioned. Example, they stayed in a quaint little cottage in the countryside. 38. Reckless, without thinking about the consequences. Example, his reckless driving caused an accident. 39. Scattered, spread out in different directions. Example, the papers were scattered all over the table. 40. Tranquil, calm and peaceful. Example, the lake looked tranquil in the early morning light. 41. Uplift, to improve someone's mood or situation. Example, her kind words uplifted my spirits. 42. Vanish, to disappear suddenly. Example, the magician made the rabbit vanish into thin air. 43. Wholesome, good for health or well-being. Example, she prefers eating wholesome home-cooked meals. 44. Yearn, to strongly desire something. Example, he yearned for adventure and excitement in life. 45. Zest, great enthusiasm and energy. Example, she approaches every challenge with zest. 46. Ample, more than enough, plenty. Example, there was ample space for everyone at the event. 47. Banish, to send away or get rid of. Example, the king banished the traitor from the kingdom. 48. Conceal, to hide or keep something secret. Example, she tried to conceal her excitement about the surprise party. 49. Daunt, to make someone feel nervous or discouraged. Example, the challenge did not daunt him, he faced it confidently. 50. Earnest, serious and sincere. Example, he made an earnest effort to improve his skills. 51. Feeble, weak or lacking strength. Example, after the illness, he felt feeble and tired. 52. Glimpse, a quick or partial look at something. Example, I caught a glimpse of the beautiful sunset before it disappeared. 53. Hasty, done quickly without much thought. Example, he made a hasty decision that he later regretted. 54. Illuminate, to light up or clarify something. Example, the streetlights illuminate the road at night. 55. Jubilant, extremely joyful and happy. Example, the team was jubilant after winning the championship. 56. Lament, to express sorrow or regret. Example, she lamented the loss of her childhood home. 57. Meddle, to interfere in someone else's affairs. Example, he told his sister not to meddle in his personal matters. 58. Negotiate, to discuss something to reach an agreement. Example, they had to negotiate the terms of the contract. 59. Oblige, to do something as a favor or because it is necessary. Example, he felt obliged to help his friend move. 60. Perplex, to confuse or puzzle someone. Example, the difficult question perplexed the students. 61. Quench, to satisfy thirst or put out a fire. Example, the cold water quenched my thirst. 62. Refrain, to stop yourself from doing something. Example, she had to refrain from laughing during the serious meeting. 63. Subtle, delicate, or difficult to notice. Example, there was a subtle change in his attitude. 64. Tactful, careful in what you say to avoid offending others. Example, she gave a tactful response to the sensitive question. 65. Uproar, a loud disturbance or commotion. Example, the announcement caused an uproar among the crowd. 66. Vulnerable, easily hurt or affected. Example, without proper armor, the warrior was vulnerable to attacks. 67. Witty, clever, and humorous. Example, his witty remarks always make people laugh. 68. Yearning, a deep longing or desire. Example, she had a yearning to travel the world. 69. Zealous, passionate, and enthusiastic. Example, he is zealous about his work and always gives his best effort. 70. Adverse, harmful, or unfavorable. Example, the bad weather had an adverse effect on our travel plans. 71. Brim, the top edge of a container or something full. Example, her eyes were brimming with tears of happiness. 72. Coax, to persuade gently. Example, she coaxed her little brother to eat his vegetables. 73. Deter, to discourage or prevent someone from doing something. Example, high prices may deter customers from buying the product. 74. Elated, extremely happy or joyful. Example, she was elated after receiving the award. 75. Flimsy, weak, and not well made. Example, the chair was too flimsy to hold his weight. 76. Gaudy, too bright or flashy. Example, she wore a gaudy dress covered in sequins. 77. Heed, to pay attention to advice or warning. Example, you should heed the teacher's instructions. 78. Indifferent, not caring about something. Example, he was indifferent to the outcome of the game.